Ladies, gentlemen, things that live in California, my name is Paul Hayden. Let's understand the power that stands before you tonight. First of all, the OTT, the original tribal thief, Bronson Reed. And tonight, a main event, no matter where he is on the card, the future of WWE, the future of WrestleMania, the baddest dog on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, Braun Breaker!
In 3, 2, 1, clap.
Huh?
Benoit balls.
I still think Kevin Sullivan did it.
I'm Aubrey Edwards. I'm not a wrestler.
Tony's quick sniffs of the week.
No, just my dickhead friends causing concussions and shit. All right, never mind.
There's barbecue sauce. So good, half the face don't work.
With Hogan that close up on the fucking camera reminds me of my racist uncle. I know you ain't listening, but you know who you are, you fucking racist.
Oh my God, for real, don't tell me that's his name. Oh, no way. I was kidding. I swear to God. That was just the first thing that came to my head. It was the first thing.
Welcome to the Top of Wrestling with your hosts ODM and the Professor.
Good Wrestling Day. Name of the show? The Top of Wrestling Podcast. The hosts? Mark Fantasia, the Professor, Joe Rizzo, ODM. And you're listening to us right now on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, Pandora, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and the X. Welcome on back. It's Wednesday. As you know, every week at 12 o'clock, we are here ready to go with some news, results, bring it to the table. We always like to relive those Monday Night Wars as we have for the last fucking 4 years. Dear God. As much as I love going back and watching shit, I will say that this week put a little, just a knife to my stomach to have to endure what was called Halloween Havoc 2000. Oh, dear God. And ODM even said it last week. It's a shit show. It's one I never watch. There's a reason for that. But also this week, our top topic. As you know, every now and then we like to do a movie or two. And this one is, I think, a great 80s classic. I think it was 80s, might have been early 90s. And that is Men at Work. Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy who's going to be reviewing everything I just broke down, ODM.
It's been a weird fucking few days, man, because I feel like did this podcast, went to darts, went down to North Carolina, came back, and now I'm doing the podcast again.
Which is great because it's perfect with the meme I sent you and Little John earlier today. It was Samuel L. Jackson looking all dapper with some nice glasses, and then him from Black Snake Moan. And the one where he's all dapper, it says, before me watching wrestling before I started a podcast. And then it was me watching wrestling after I started a podcast. I'm like, it's fucking accurate. Because you're like, well, fuck. I said I was going to do the wars, so I have to get that in there somehow, especially for you. That's your thing, you know what I mean? But hopefully you made your way through, because I said I'd be able to help you out, but I didn't take notes.
I got through all three and took notes on all three today.
Nice. And got paid to do it, though. That's the best part.
I actually took today off, too, so I was smart about it. And I was like, fuck that. I'm taking the extra day to recoup.
That makes sense, because when I texted you, you actually answered back right away.
I know, right? Imagine that. Oh, and Men at Work was 1990.
Okay, all right. Well, I said late 80s, early 90s, so it couldn't have been any better.
There you go.
This week's news. I got to be honest with you. I had to put these in here. A couple of different things. They're just funny to me. The top 3 disliked YouTube videos from WWE this year in 2025. One man takes the hat trick. Run it back 3 times. Jey Uso winning the world title at WrestleMania, tapping out Gunther. Oh my God. I'm still not over the tap. I don't care if he won with his shitty spear. The tapping to him was horrible. Jey Uso winning a match against Austin Theory on Raw in under 1 minute. I remember that. It was actually on the way to WrestleMania. And then last week, Jey Uso winning the Battle Royal to be number 1 contender facing Punk at Saturday night's main event.
What a big surprise.
The 3 most disliked videos.
Yeah, no big shocker there. Been saying it for fucking months. I feel like I've been saying it for a year now.
Well, I will say this. There's those hints that he's going to be turning heel, right? He did an interview, and I just read it today, where he said, it doesn't matter what people throw at me. I have no interest in turning heel. He actually said that in an interview. We're going to talk about Saturday night's main event when we get there. So I want to get your predictions and what you think's going to happen. I got my own.
All right.
Here's a couple of fun tweets from last week. I'm going to go in reverse order here, ODM, just so you know.
All right.
So Drew, in a no DQ match, beat the fucking piss out of Jimmy Uso on SmackDown. Naomi, I'm on. Trinity fought 2 on her handle. Says, "Can someone carry this baby for a few days so I can go beat Drew's ass?" Nice. But she knew Drew is the king of Twitter and being a goddamn troll or being an asshole. He responds, "I hope your kid doesn't turn out to be a bitch like his daddy."
Dude.
God damn, this guy just never fails. He's the best. Like, everything he's ever done on Twitter, he doesn't even need to be a wrestler. Keep tweeting. That's all I need from you.
At this point, yeah.
But the other tweet was R-Truth. This was fantastic. I had to go double check to make sure it was real. You know what I mean? Like, where you kind of see something, you're like, is that fabricated? No. It was real. Date and everything. R-Truth. My top 5 black wrestlers of all time. Number 5, Ron the Truth Killings. So not R-Truth, just Ron the Truth Killings. I like it. Number 4, Jeff Hardy. He's got some soul. If you see him at Teddy Long's wedding, go back and check that out. He was vibing. Number 3, Steve Blackman.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Get it?
Black man. I thought it was great.
Black man.
Number 2, John Cena. And number 1, Cody Raheem Rhodes. And then finishes it off with, "Now, excuse me, I'm going to go sleep with Randy Orton's wife. Relax, he's cool with it."
What the fuck?
Again, you don't need to wrestle. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. I don't even need you in a match, ever. It is crazy, though. He's the only person that faced Cena twice on his farewell tour.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else has had one shot, right? I mean, okay, like Punk and Cena were in the same chamber match as each other, but when it came to one-on-one matches, Ron's the only one that got both. That's kind of cool to me. There was a great video this past week of the Boogeyman spooking out wrestlers backstage. Funny, because I actually did see someone, it said, Boogeyman gives the spooks on SmackDown, or whatever it was, and people were like, "This is bullshit, man. That's really fucked up how they're saying it like that." And I'm like, we accidentally foreshadowed that.
Hey, Q.
It was actually really good. So everybody's doing an interview, and they have to say what your 3 top scary movies are of all time.
They've done this before. Yeah, they've done this before, yeah.
The 3 top ones. Well, first, The Miz. He got up on The Miz. Miz goes, "Oh, hey, Boogeyman." Like, he didn't even fucking flinch. He was like, "Hey,
that's
what's up?"
Miz for you, though. You know what I mean?
He said he expected it. The best one to me was Chelsea Green. Her scream, the way she jumped up was fantastic. The second one was Meechin. She fell on the ground. I was like, her leg twisted as she went down. Like, could you imagine if they're like, this is a great idea, and like you injure a wrestler doing a fucking prank? The third one was Jacob Fatu, and he actually jumped a bit, and then they both started doing Fatu shake because it's kind of the same as the Boogeyman shake.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Did you?
I thought it was a pretty good video.
We'll bring it back to Chelsea Green here. Did you see about the drama with her at the hotel in like New York City?
That was back.
We didn't talk about it last week though, did we?
No, because that's old. That's old.
Is it?
That's just resurfaced.
That's just resurfaced. Oh.
That either was from WrestleMania when they were. What would they have been in New York for? I can't remember what it was for. It was a year ago, maybe, or some change, where they basically thought that she was just probably a hooker by the way she looks. But they were like, no, ma'am, you're not here tonight. And she's like, I'm one of the fucking wrestlers. Which is actually funny. Do you remember when WWE started doing Swerved? Not Punked, but it was their Swerved, right?
Yeah.
A video just resurfaced. I saw it this morning. Seth Rollins getting stopped at the door by a security guard, and the guy's like, I don't know who you are. You're not on the list. He goes, I'm the fucking WWE champion. That's who I am. And he goes, you don't even know who I am? And everybody else is just walking by. They go, we're sorry, sir. We don't have you on the list. And he was acting like a little bitch. And you see Kofi Kingston losing his shit on the other side of the camera watching this shit. It was good.
That's pretty fucking funny. Exposed.
But then you also see Rollins being like, I'll tell you who the fuck I am, motherfucker.
Yeah. Pretty good impression. Might be your best one.
Thank you. This past weekend, AAA had the Heroes Immortales show. And what kills me is that the Wyatt Six keeps showing up on AAA stuff, and they want to go after the AAA tag titles there. Then do something with the WWE tag team titles. Get rid of them off of them or something, because they don't need to be bouncing back and forth between shows. I see WWE is definitely sprinkling a lot of their talent into this AAA shit, but the Wyatts? Really?
Yeah.
Well, actually, that probably works.
It plays
for
better
AAA,
to that crowd, though. Yeah, it plays better to that crowd.
I just realized. I was going to say, they're like Mr. Iguana. They like a guy with a fucking stuffed animal.
Exactly. This is perfect. It's right up there. And it's a good way to keep that talent relevant. You know, maybe you don't have to pay him as much. And then you're starting to do the shit like AEW is doing. What did I miss here?
They're paying him in pesos.
What the fuck? Okay.
Isn't it cheaper?
Well, it's not like if you had $5, you would get 5 pesos. It's just the exchange rate. I mean, you know, the amount of money is the same. It's just in what format. That's probably an American anyway.
Right, but then they live. Never mind. Anyway.
Yeah.
But Dirty Dom retained against Dragon Lee for his AAA championship. And afterwards, when there were some things going on in the ring, fucking some fan threw a coin at Dirty Dom's head and got him right above the eyebrow and fucked him up. I mean, like a bad busted open. And he still finished out what he had to do with the promo, because it was leading to November 22nd. It's going to be Dirty Dom and El Grande Americano against the Son of the Viking and Dragon Lee.
Okay.
A little stat for you. Mm-hmm. Dirty Dom, in the last 13 days, has defended both titles, either the AAA or the Intercontinental Championship. He has defended it 6 times in 13 days and in 4 different countries.
Goddamn.
Right? Dude's a workhorse right now. That's an Intercontinental Champion workhorse right there. Mm-hmm. That's what we used to see from Brett, Perfect, Michaels, all those guys back in the day. They defended constantly. Dom's doing it, and I'm all for it.
It's just still amazing that we went from, Rey Mysterio's kid's going to wrestle? Oh, God, look at him. Jesus. Man, this kid's terrible, to quite possibly one of the best heels in the business right now.
Which is funny, because he's got to keep being heel and acting heel, and do not do the MJF thing and start playing to the crowd. Mm-hmm. Keep being heel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're going to do a face turn, you've got to plan it well, and it can't last too long. You
don't even do it, though.
I know, and that's the thing. You can't rush to do it. As much as he gets a positive reaction from the fans, he's still heel enough to get more negative reactions. So you got to go with that. When they start cheering him more than they're booing him, that's when you got to start looking at it.
Well, I was going to say, and then what you do is let him get himself all the way to the world title. The crowd's all happy, and then he just dick kicks someone and goes right back to heel. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. See?
It's funny because if we went back to, it was what, SummerSlam in 2020 or something like that? Him and Rollins. And we're like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. I'd like to go back and listen to that episode and hear how we talk about Dom. And then right now I'm over here like, I love you, Dom. Now, we talked about it last week. They have a new, what do you want to call it? A new creative system or writing team that's been going on in WWE. In the last 10 days, we have 5 new champions. 3 from just this past weekend in NXT. You got Dragunov taking the U.S. Championship, and then you got AJ and Dragon Lee taking the tag titles. 5 different champions in 10 days. Are we actually hitting a reset button, or is it just it just happens to be timed this way?
Man, that's a good question, right? I mean, I haven't seen a lot of chatter about it, so maybe that opinion's not very strongly out there. It could be. I'm just trying to think of an angle here. It seems like a random time to do it. I mean, I guess we're getting close to Survivor Series, which is going to start leading us into the Rumble. So, I mean, that could be a good time to do it, actually.
To shake it up a
bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see where it goes from here. It is rather odd. I almost feel like it's just NXT's new thing.
Not totally. People were holding titles for a while, a very long while, but it's just been... I mean, the biggest one that changed was obviously the NXT tag titles just within the last couple of weeks, but Obafemi and dropping it to Ricky Starks, that was the biggest one. Other than that, most titles have been held for quite some time.
All right.
However, it makes you wonder heading into to Saturday night's main event. We got a couple titles on the line. We got 4 fucking titles on the line at WrestleMania, at Saturday night's main event this weekend. So we're gonna get into that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll save what I was gonna talk about there. Okay.
Now, I did see here that you have something that you want to bring to the
table.
I
contributed!
I was like, I don't know this news at all.
All right, well, so, I haven't seen a ton of stuff. I mean, well, I guess I've seen a lot on social media. But I saw something today, and I had a chuckle. So apparently there was rumblings about Vince Russo booking for NWA. Like, there's a lot of rumors recently. I hadn't seen those rumors. I only saw them based on what I saw today.
I haven't seen any naked midget babies or anything like that.
I know.
So
well,
sure
give it time. Wait till you hear what I have to say here. So he apparently talked about, I don't know if it was on his podcast or somebody else's podcast. I got the article up here, but either way, Russo says he is not booking for NWA. He is, though, however, a financial investor in Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Yes, the ICP promotion that's for some godforsaken reason still exists today. And not only is he an investor, he is writing for them and apparently has written 9 episodes for TV. Which, again, I don't even know where you would fucking watch that.
Not only is he an owner, but he's also the client.
There you go. And you know what? God bless him. It's a perfect fit for him.
This sounds really bad. But I really hope, and I think we've brought this up before, it would make 1 million pay-per-view buys. I really, really, really hope Jim Cornette outlasts Vince Russo so we can get the day where he actually pisses. Yeah, I want to see it. Mm-hmm. This sounds stupid, but the only time I'm ever going to be like, I'd like to see a grown man take his cock out and just piss upon some fucking
between that and Teen Wolf, you'll have a wonderful Saturday night.
I didn't know it was in there. All right, well, I don't know how this segue works.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. I can't find one, actually. IRS, Mike Rotundo, or VK Wall Street, as he was at one point as well. Mm-hmm. He's in hospice, and it was confirmed by Barry Windham and other family members. Probably not going to make it, I hate to say it, probably to our next episode.
No, I would imagine not. Damn shame. I was talking with my brother, when I was visiting him today, and it was messed up. When the news hadn't broke, I hadn't seen it. Somehow we were talking about wrestling, and I was like, "Do you remember Mike Rotundo?" Because I was, because he went to Syracuse, and he's like, "Yeah, he went to Syracuse." He said he always wore the college jacket to the ring. Yep. I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, he fucking nailed it, dude." So yeah,
and it's funny because I didn't know his WCW stint prior until later in life. But it's funny because a tax man had no business being as good of a fucking gimmick as he made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually rocked it. And I always liked him, especially him in Money Inc. Obviously went over to the NWO, but then I got to see him in Varsity Club shit when I was
Varsity
I
Club.
didn't get to see.
Yeah, you got Varsity Club, and then Jesus, of course I was just gonna blank on it. Oh, Team USA with Barry Windham.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn. Or US Express.
US Express. That's what it was. Yeah.
Team USA.
Dude, it's still just as bad. What do you want?
Read a book. Well, we've been seeing pictures online. You've been seeing a lot of people's shoes. One looked like a set of cowboy boots, which was a dead giveaway. And then it was like 4 glasses of whiskey, which I like to think they were bourbon because I like to get bourbon soaked.
Bourbon is whiskey.
And, well,
It is.
So anyway.
Anyway.
Turns out, and it was basically given out yesterday, that it was the promo video for WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. And it had Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar, while Triple H and Paul Heyman were kind of there looking on while they all played poker. And then Punk threw the ace just like Maverick. No, not really. But the only thing he had in his wallet was names of whorehouses.
That's Flair.
It's funny because it's like a lot of the videos they did last year and the year before, leading up into WrestleMania. It's going to be some cool videos. I'm not sure where and how the title picture is going to go post Saturday night's main event or even Royal Rumble heading into everything. My money match is Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. I don't give a fuck who turns heel. Probably Cody for the better, but I don't know, maybe merch seller wise, I'm not sure if they would do it, but I don't want to see another Roman Cody. I don't need to see Punk and Roman. Lesnar, Roman, we've seen. Now, you want to go Lesnar Punk?
Cody, we've seen, yeah.
Exactly. Now you want to go Lesnar Punk. We've only seen it once, and that was at SummerSlam in 2013. We could run that back, and I could be okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the route they're going to go. I'd actually rather see Lesnar against, like, Oba Femi. You know what I'm saying? Like, an up-and-comer. He had that match with Omos. It wasn't that great, but at least he faced someone out of the ordinary. It wasn't the 8th match of him and Roman.
Yeah, the problem with Oba Femi is it's like, Oba's got to lose. Well, I mean, I guess Oba Femi could win. Yeah,
all
right, never mind. I'm walking it back.
Well, I was going to say, what if they gave Oba Femi the Goldberg treatment? He runs through Lesnar at WrestleMania within like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Could be
huge.
huge.
You could do it.
Could be a movement. I'm just saying, like, looking at that video, you're basically telling me these are your 4 big guys heading into that pay-per-view. Because you don't have anybody else. Seth Rollins is out, and you're not going to put LA Knight in that picture. Drew's not in it. So, out of those guys, I'm like, well, what are they going to do? A tag match, Roman and Cody versus the 2 Paul Heyman guys? Yeah, I don't need to see another tag match leading into the next night. I really would do Punk and Cody. It's the biggest fuck you to AEW.
They'd have to figure something out because Punk's on Raw. Cody's on SmackDown.
Very easily, you put him, just wins the Rumble, and he chooses which title he goes after.
Ah, yes, there you go. Very good.
Too easy.
Too easy.
In our injury news...
Oh, hold on. I do got to bring up something real quick. I forgot to put it in the notes. This is very interesting. You see Braun Strowman? His new show? Everything on the Menu?
Yeah, he just eats everything.
Yes. Did you? I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see it. Have you watched
that boy has the same show, just doesn't record it.
It's his real life.
I'll take the left side, thank you.
Just hands the waiter the menu and says yes.
Double.
My brother brought up something interesting. It's Everything on the Menu with Braun Strowman.
Okay.
That's a WWE name. He doesn't work for WWE. I'd like to know the specifics behind that.
He's probably on like a Legends deal. Not Legends, but some form of like ambassador type deal.
Or they started it before he got fired, and now they got to figure out how to split. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Just thought I'd throw it out there.
I guarantee you we will see Braun Strowman on WWE TV in the next year.
Unfortunately.
Can I move on?
Roar.
Roar. I'd actually rather Nicholas fucking wrestle than Braun Strowman.
Nah.
I took the first minute or two of that match to figure out if that was a boy or a girl. That was the most important part for me, is I was like, fuck, I don't know who's wrestling right now. Until you asked him and his name was Nicholas. I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
You look like
Nicky.
Joe Rizzo back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
You shouldn't have sent me that picture.
dick nuts.
In injury news, injury prone, Bobby Fish injured his hamstring at an indie show. He put out a tweet, said, I'm not looking for sympathy, but I'm doing really bad right now. I have no insurance and things are really rough.
Yeah, bro. Fucking.
Not to make fun of it or anything. It's just,
no.
it's just, but he's out injured again, but it's been the story of his career, I feel like. Mm-hmm. He was fine in Ring of Honor. Once he stepped into NXT. He was gone like every month. Mm-hmm. Come back, gone again. It was funny that Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong were more of a tag team than Red Dragon.
Yep, pretty much.
Uncle Dave's claims of the week. He gave Bro Dito versus Takeshita and Okada at WrestleDream 5 stars. Believe it or not, the only match on the card that had 5 stars.
Wow.
Closest was 4.5 with Darby and Moxley, as well as Hangman and Joe. And get this one, 4.5 for FTR versus Jet Speed, the match that started on the pre-show and ended at the beginning with fireworks in the middle of it. Earned a 4.5.
Jesus.
This is another great claim. We're going to get into this in just a couple of minutes when we talk about results. I mean, like in less than a minute. But him talking about Jade Cargill's heel turn. He said, WWE has been trying to make Cargill champ for a real long time. Personally, I would have went the other way and had her stay a babyface. I'm sure you would have, because guess what? That hasn't been working. It hasn't been working for the last 2 years that she has been in WWE. She got there last fucking year, and we haven't given a shit at all.
Nope.
And in 1 minute, again, we'll talk about that. On Collision, the women's tag team title bracket. I can't make this shit up, I swear to God. This should have been in the TK quick sniff of the week, but it was a women's title bracket where the names were all set, and you had to win to get into the tournament. And then when you won, you got to choose your opponents in the bracket.
But how did... Okay.
So after it was all over, all the teams win. They'll go, I want to face that one. Okay, well, we're facing this one. Yep, this is real. Not kidding. The Bucks and FTR defeated Jet Speed and Jurassic Park in a $400,000 match.
Oh my God, another one?
Yeah, dude, he's just throwing money out left and right. It's like watching bum fights. That's exactly what it is. He's just throwing money out to winners, man. It's fucking bum fights, I swear to God. And Freddie Monet was celebrating her 12 championships, and there was a puppet in the ring, Harley Cameron's puppet. She puts the puppet through the cake, only for Chris Statlander to show up and put Monet through the cake. I gotta be honest, the best part of the promo was the puppet. I think it did better than anybody.
Yep, that's the thing. I don't know that Harley. Brian Lance says this on Cornette's podcast. He's like, I don't know that she should necessarily be a wrestler, but she could go do a lot of things. She could just be a ventriloquist. I'm like, you know what? You're not fucking half wrong.
Are you talking about the puppet or Freddie?
Definitely not Freddie. Freddie should be waiting at your local Applebee's.
So on SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton had a match. She wins. And then Jade Cargill comes out and beats the piss out of her and turns heel. All for it.
Fine.
It's something new. She's stale. And no one was getting over, and no one was liking her, as the face that she is, right? Let her be a bad person. I'm okay for that. Let's see where she goes.
Let her be a bad person.
Let her be naughty. No, anyway. And she's going to face Stratton for the title of Saturday night's main event. It's funny because they only had 2 matches announced, and then they announced 4 altogether on Raw the other night. And I'm like, for a show that's only like 90 minutes, I think, maybe 2 hours, I was like, oh, there's going to be some fuckery going on in this show.
Lots of fuckery.
Dragunov retained against Aleister Black in the U.S. Open Challenge. A lot of funny things I'm seeing online. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega basically took over Karrion Kross and Scarlett's spot.
A little bit.
But they're doing it a little bit better, too.
Well,
Aleister's more evil, believable than I think Karrion Kross was.
yeah, because he doesn't oversell it.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, he's just very flat with it, and it works.
I was going to say, barely has to talk. Mm-hmm. Drew McIntyre defeated Jimmy Uso in that no DQ match where Trinity, chimed in. And then also, Tama Tonga and Jeff Cobb Mateo defeated Rey Fenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. What the fuck? JC Mateo, if his name... really, Mateo is Matt in Spanish, so it's Jeff Cobb Matt. So Jeff Cobb Matt and Tama Tonga defeated Rey Fenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. Yay.
Phoenix is really killing it on SmackDown.
It is funny because I did read Meltzer had a claim, and this is a funny one too. It's so 50-50 on it. He said both Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee are making a mistake by being in WWE. They were better off in AEW. I'm like, were they? You didn't do shit with Rey Fenix. At all.
A little
I think
bit.
Maybe he was a part
Injuries.
of the Trios Champions, right?
Yeah,
sure.
the injuries too.
Dragon Lee is a fucking Raw Tag Team Champion with AJ Styles right now. I think Dragon Lee is doing just fine.
Yeah.
And do you honestly think, and people are like, oh, well, look what happened to Rusev. Do you think Rusev gives a fuck that he's getting pinned every night? Like Darby Allin was saying, like, the cancers are cut out. The people who had to win, they're gone. I don't want to say that was necessarily Rusev. And he actually made clear, he said it wasn't Punk that he was talking about. I did read into that. But if he's talking about someone like Rusev, he's getting his shoulders pinned every night, and he doesn't look too upset to me.
Yeah.
Also has a match at Saturday night's main event. That's the thing. Win, lose, or draw, Rusev has been on TV every fucking week.
Mm-hmm. And they're making him look strong.
Exactly. But could you say the same in AEW? Did he get on TV? Other than the video arcade fucking game, or the match that they had.
And his first promo in the pink Mickey and Minnie shirt.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. With the blonde hair and everything, all of it, I was like, this is a lot to take in.
Rusev, what are you doing?
So NXT Halloween Havoc was on Saturday night. Dark State regained the tag team titles from the Broken Hardys in a Broken Rules match. So it's funny because I talked about Jeff Hardy doing that swanton off the ladder onto Devon Dudley and how he hit his head. Well, I saw different angles from it. He was protecting Devon, so that Devon didn't have to take too hard of a splash. His body isn't ready to take that shit anymore. Yeah. So really the only thing that actually touched Devon was like the back pits of Jeff's knees. Like that's where he basically got him. So he took the pain and the grunt for himself. Wasn't the case in this match against Dark State. The guy moved and Hardy went through both tables very fucking hard. I don't know how old Jeff Hardy is, but as R-Truth said, that black man is still going pretty strong.
Well, he may be 40 or 50, but his body's probably like 78.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have the Chris Benoit body very soon. Maybe not the brain damage. The NXT Women's Championship changed hands. Tatum Paxley defeated JC Jane, which I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, same.
As well as the North American Championship changed hands. Sol Ruka dropped it to Blake Monroe.
That's not a surprise.
No, but man, there's these pictures that are online. February 2025, Mariah May laying on the ground facing the camera with the AEW Women's Championship. October 2025, laying on the ground facing the camera with the Women's NXT Championship. It's like just crazy how she just went from one to the other. In the Day of the Dead match between Ethan Page and El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., for the North American Championship, Ethan Page retained and got accidentally busted open on the steps on the outside. He took a hard hit and was like pouring buckets. But it being a Day of the Dead match, it worked. To me, it looked great, but it was whatever. And what felt like a lackluster main event. The rest of the show was pretty decent. Ricky Saints defeated Trick Williams, retaining the NXT Championship. Not a bad show. It's the normal NXT show that we've come to see.
All right.
I said it to you last week off the air. I'm fucking sick and tired of Jey Uso running it back every week. Music ends. Yep, yeah, you do the stupid finger thing, and then everybody wants to hear music again. CM Punk did it on Raw this past weekend.
I saw the video.
This past weekend, I was like, okay.
I like how he did it though. He did it like he was like asking the crowd, "Run it. You want me to run it back? Run it back. Should I run it back?" It was very Larry David or Seinfeld.
It was
about
great.
It was funny.
Jey Uso was heavily booed in this promo.
Good.
And it's funny because Punk touched the title, and I go, God damn it, that means you're not getting the title.
Yep. That's what I say all the time. Yep.
Again, we're going to get to it. Braun Breaker defeated LA Knight. Great match. It was a really, really good match that I actually thought for some reason Knight was going to maybe somehow pull it off. That's how good it looked.
Is that the match where he was coming down, somebody had a sign that said, "Less Jey Uso, more LA Knight," and he grabbed it and just shoved it in the camera?
Yep. Good for him. And it's funny because Paul Heyman talked about the Vision, saying the OTT, the only tribal thief, Bronson Reed. And then he goes, in the future of WWE, the future of WrestleManias, which is big. And he goes, Brock Breaker. I thought he was going to say Brock Lesnar because that's how it would look. And he goes, N. I go, oh yeah, wow, fuck. I thought he was about to say Brock Lesnar. Again, I have a theory. We're going to get there in like 2 minutes. Adam Pearce said to Maxine Dupree that she has earned herself a third title shot. And she said, okay, but I want to make sure I'm ready for that match. Give me some time. I got a phone call to make. Got to make sure I'm trained and ready. I mean, she used to, be a part of the thing with Chad Gable. I don't know if they're going to bring him back, because obviously the Americano gig is over for him.
That's what I was going to say.
You're right. So I don't know how they're going to bring back, unless he starts doing the gimmick just to be like, they're like, you're not one of us. He's like, no, me. Anyway. I don't know if that's who she's going to call. But she said she has a phone call to make.
That was my first guess.
And I'm thinking, I really do think, this third match, Lynch will drop the title to Dupree. I really think it's going to happen.
Oh, I'd rather Lynch just carry. I don't want Maxine Dupree to hold this
perfect
title.
She needs it for 1 month and she'll get fucking dethroned. But she had her moment and that's all you need. Lynch can take it right back for all I give a shit.
Fine. Well, no, if we're going to take it off her, let's not put it back on her.
And Finn Balor helped JD McDonough defeat Sheamus in an upset. Again, I've said it so much. The work from JD McDonough is just so solid. He's great to watch.
It is,
fluid in the ring and hit a very awesome Spanish fly off the top rope with Sheamus of all people. You know what I mean? Like it was a great, perfect flip. But Finn Balor helps McDonough win by using Sheamus' shillelagh and hitting him in the back before that Spanish fly. And then in the main event of Raw, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss retained against Lyra, Valkyra, and Bayley. Dude, I've never would have thought the day I see the fucking crowd chanting Charlotte Flair on so hard. She was waiting for the hot tag and was doing like the stomp on the corner, being like, come on, and everybody's like, yeah! I was like,
wow.
What are we doing here? We hate her,
What's
right?
This?
Don't we? I guess if we could turn back time, we all like Charlotte. Moment of the match. Well, first, I will say they did, what's the move that Flair does where you're on your knees and she flips over, pulls your head to the ground?
Evolution is what she calls it. It's, Mr. Perfect used to do that shit, but I don't remember what they would call that.
So, whatever that is, both her and Alexa hit it on both opponents at the same time for the pin.
Nice.
It was a sick move. I can't believe how much Bliss and Flair are actually just gelling together. They're doing really well. The funniest part of the match is that Lyra went to do a move to Alexa Bliss, and when she did, her hair got caught inside of Alexa Bliss's wardrobe.
Yeah.
Luckily enough, she didn't have a malfunction. The camera was like, oh, let's look at Charlotte in the corner. How's she doing over here? And she's just watching like, is that bitch's hair cut in her fucking top? And Alexa looked like she was going to rip the whole top off, being like, here, just take it. I don't need it. I don't think you do either. It was in the way. But then the Kabuki Warriors come and beat down the tag champs. Bayley kind of fends them off, and they just leave the ring. The match being in the main event, I swear to God, I was like, we're going to get a hardcore heel turn from Bayley right here, right? Where she's still doing her shtick, but she's going to turn on Lyra and beat the fuck out of her at the end of the match because they lost. It's not what they did. The Kabuki Warriors are coming after Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Charlotte.
All right, man. Saturday night, November 1st. It's coming up this Saturday at 7 o'clock. 4 titles. We got the WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. Your prediction?
See, it's always hard because there's prediction and there's like reason of deduction. But I'm going to go with Cargill.
I kind of am too.
At this point, you kind of got to just pull the trigger and see what you get. I don't like Tiffany Stratton. It's not that I hate anything in particular about her, other than looking like she's made entirely out of plastic. I don't have a reason to care, and I don't.
I can't stop seeing the chick from WrestleMania 41 who had her teeth busted out and she looked like a meth head. That's what I see when I think of Tiffany Stratton. You know what I mean?
I'm going to go that far, but yeah, I mean, she's just, no.
I think this is the only title change of Saturday night's main event.
Fair enough.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Dirty Dom is defending in a triple threat match against Penta and Rusev. Dom's retaining. There's no fucking way that they're going to pull this trigger right here. Dom's going to do some chicanery, and the crowd's going to love it.
I think he might get screwed by Balor. The bigger question is who would win the title, Penta or Rusev. I think a Rusev heel run with the IC title would be good, but going heel to heel, I feel like Penta winning would be a big moment, and Penta doesn't have to hold it long. He can drop it to Rusev in a month. So I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say Penta wins the IC title.
All right, I'm saying retain. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. By the way, I think that's what's going to close the show, and I think the world title opens the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think
the
Cody
world
retains
title
against Drew.
opens the show. Yeah, that would make sense, but I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say Cody goes on first, Punk and Uso go on last.
Okay. Fair enough. Disagree to disagree.
That's what we do here.
But I think Cody retains against Drew.
Agreed.
Poor Drew.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him win the title. The end of the night would be great if both Punk and Drew had championships, but it's not happening.
No, Ray ain't coming home.
The world title match. Jey Uso, CM Punk. I think it ends in a schmaz. They keep talking. I mean, and Paul Heyman says, this is your future world champ, pointing at Breaker's waist, and he keeps doing the hands across the waist thing for the belt. I think Breaker and Reed come down and beat the fuck out of everybody, and it ends in a no contest. And as Survivor Series, we got a triple threat, and Braun Breaker's the guy in there.
That makes sense to me. As far as Saturday night's main event goes, I think that it will be a schmaz, and there will be no winner.
Yep. And that's sad. However, if they do put the title on Jey Uso on Saturday night, heads up, you got a 4th disliked video that's going to be topping the charts in 2025.
No shit. I'll go myself. I'll create multiple accounts to fucking downvote that fucking thing. Does anybody show up?
At the end of the match, if there's a clear winner, they close the show.
Not currently on contract.
That's what I'm saying.
A return. Okay.
Because you and I talked off air. How cool would it be if Jericho was the one that did show up? Hey man, I'll take a Jericho.
I'd pop like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie.
Sadly, and it's funny because they'll come
moment.
back to break the walls down. But I think it'd be better if they let him use Fozzy. Fucking,
it's his song. It's his song.
A great song. Exactly. It's funny. I don't think it'll happen, but it would. I'd pop. But it's funny. I did see. I think it was Bully Ray or Mark Henry. One or the other said, if Jericho came to WWE and just to work one program, and it was with LA Knight, and they had a year-long program, that'd be well worth his last run, and then move on to retirement or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'll take that too.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes, man. Well, let's see where this week's Bring It to the Table goes.
Just bring it, bitch! Oh my God!
He ain't lying. ODM was not lying. I texted you on Friday night and I said, hey man, we're watching Weapons tonight. And you wrote, oof. Let me know how it goes. Jesus Christ. It fucks with you. First of all, the lady, the redhead, do you know who that is? I had to look it up. It was bothering me. I knew the scary old lady.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen the name. It doesn't sound familiar to me.
From Uncle Buck. It's Buck's girlfriend.
Oh.
She's just old as fuck now. Wow. First, the different perspectives was great. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is
Point of
Alex,
view.
this is this. I love that. There's a great show that Hillary and I liked watching for a bit. It was on Showtime. It was called The Affair. And it showed the perspective of the guy, but then also the girl. And their stories don't match up, but that's what their point of view is like. And they did this a little bit in Weapons. Kind of like when Ruth Langmore, whatever, Julia Gardner was meeting the guy at the bar. They had two different versions of how that was. So I thought that was cool. This is without giving spoilers away, okay? I texted you this. I'm going to say them just like this. Things that fuck me up. The headbutting. The wife was like, I can't look anymore. The forks.
That was the grimiest thing ever.
That shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
And then the third was, we'll say, the pull apart. Is that the best? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, it was a lot. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here, man? And I already told you last week,
baby.
I hate kids. Well, also, all right, this is kind of funny. I told you I hate kids, right? Now, here's a great thing. So, Friday morning, I woke up. I had thrown my back out. And when I say throw my back out, I have a sciatic nerve that's like so bad. When it goes, and I'm laying on my back like 24/7. So, you know, tallying this year, it went from the throat to the knee to the feet, now to the fucking back. Fuck 2025. It's almost over. That being said, we went to our friend's house Saturday. And I was like trying to get there. I'm limping. I'm fucking hurting to do it or whatever. And before we go, Hillary was like, so are you going to be able to go to the boys' birthday party tomorrow? Which was going to be all the way out in Holly. That's 3 hours up, 3 hours back. I go, no, there's no way my body can take that ride. But she was telling her coworker, she's like, yeah, I got to go to a birthday party. And she goes, how's Mark going to do around kids? I go, what the fuck? Like I'm a fucking pedophile or something? What the fuck is that about? And she goes, no, because you said I hate kids. And I go, oh! And I'm like, not in that way.
Don't diddle those kids.
I hate... Gotta write a song about not diddling kids. Don't diddle kids. Not good to diddle kids. But now it's like, what the fuck? She goes, no, because you screamed it on the hayride. Oh, well, yeah, that makes more sense. But I was like, the fuck? Fuck her. I'm great around kids.
What's she trying to say?
I can go to any Chuck E. Cheese I want. So anyway, man, Weapons definitely fucked me up. That movie with the kids, man, having all the kids right there, that was just... It's too much for me. And then, Jesus Christ, the ending with them, let's just say.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That scares me. Hate kids. Glad I don't have any. How was your weekend?
Woo! I spent it around a kid. I spent it around my niece. Yeah. Went down to Durham. I don't need to do the whole recap. We had a good time. Went to a lot of breweries. Watched a lot of football together. Me and my brother got to spend time with my niece. Got some good pictures. Had some good times. We went. It's funny. We went. My brother took me to a coffee shop. It's a local place, independently owned. I ordered a cappuccino, so I'm sitting there waiting for it. It was in the morning. It was pretty busy. And there's this guy working. He was working behind the counter. He's like, I was wearing my Blue Jays hat. I'm rooting for the Blue Jays. Fuck the Dodgers.
18 fucking innings.
I know, dude, crazy. And of course, it was fucking Freeman that hit the home run. Fucking cocksucker. But anyway, so. He just starts talking to me, and he's got a kid same age as my son, same grade, also going for varsity baseball.
Nice.
They have the Durham Bulls, we have the Red Wings, so we were just talking baseball.
Does he have a podcast
shit.
that he has to walk away from just to bring his kid to baseball?
No, he doesn't. Shut the fuck up. And now he's driving, so I'll never have to do it again. But yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, is that your bro?" He's like, "Yeah, he comes in here all the time, man." And we go sit down, and my brother's like, yeah, that's the owner.
No shit.
I'm like, oh, shit, I was talking with the owner for 10 minutes. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Nice.
So
that's cool, though, because he didn't have to fucking, big swinging dick be like, and by the way, I'm the owner of the place. He was just there chatting with a customer.
Dude,
good for him.
He was dressed like everybody else doing work, making coffee, pouring drinks.
Nice.
He was working, dude. So that was cool. And then there was, so they live in Durham. Durham is right near the northern border of North Carolina. So the border from Virginia is like an hour away. And right over the border in Virginia, they have a Caesars casino. So we go to Caesars Casino. Brother threw me a couple bucks, burned through that. My thing was I'll take out 100, and that's my playing money, right?
Is that where the real Caesar lives?
Yeah, no, that's the one in Italy. No, dumbass.
It's a hangover.
Hangover. I got it. Jesus, spelled it out for me. So
in the Hangover, Alan walks up to. I'm sorry.
God damn it! I blew through the money my brother gave me. I take out the 100. I sit in a machine, and I get up to what the fuck did I get up to? I got up to 350.
You didn't pull out, did you?
Well, I always pull out. I said I'm going to let myself run this.
Apparently,
machine
twice
for a while.
you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Well, those were planned. Anyway, I ended up losing it all. That's the end of that story.
God damn it!
You're gonna keep fucking interrupting me. I can't fucking get through the goddamn fucking story.
All I did was say, did you pull out? As in, did you win the money? I say that because I think I've told you this before. I won back fucking concert tickets, the hotel, everything. And I go, but I bet you I could double it. Nope, man, just put it all right back in the fucking machine.
That's how it typically goes. So if you can break even, that's the best bet. Had some good food. Went to a dope ass steakhouse. I was completely underdressed for it. I actually had to take my baseball cap off. They had it completely decorated for Christmas. They allowed cowboy hats, and chandeliers were made out of antlers.
Nice.
But great place. They had they call them stuffed potatoes. It's almost like a double baked potato. You bake the potato, you scoop out the inside, you mix it up with shit, you put it back in, right? But this was without the skin. It was just in a dish, but it was fucking amazing. Tuscan herb crusted ribeye with garlic aioli. Fucking amazing. They paired it with a barrel-aged wee heavy that was really good. And then the other night, we went to a bunch of breweries, and we got a seafood boil. Crab legs and shrimps. That was delicious. Watched the Bills game on Sunday, and now I'm back doing this fucking podcast. The show sucks.
Oh, except for the last 3 words you said. I do got to say one thing. Sometimes a chef, you got to let them just do what they do in the kitchen. Or if they're a cook, let them cook. Hit the music!
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. The Bills make me wanna shout. Make some noise, Buffalo Bills fans. Where else would you rather be?
Gave you every opportunity in the world. You didn't do it, man. We're fucking 40-something minutes into this podcast. You didn't do it. I had to do it.
Yeah, listen, man. I'm still a little fried, and I had it planned out. I was going to use the same metaphor, but you started talking about men at work, and I knew the year, so I was holding on to that. So
threw you off. No, man. Solid game. That's how we need to play. 40-9. That's it, both sides of the ball. And Josh Allen didn't even have a great game. He just had a good game.
Right. And the thing is, one, you let him cook. And I know it's cute to say, but you got to let that motherfucker run. He's good, right? I mean, he's the amount of yards a game, his yards per average, they're just off the fucking charts. He at one point had 10 yards per attempt during that fucking game. I still think we really need a true number one receiver, somebody that forces the defense to double up on her. You know what I mean?
Right now, it's between Coleman and Shakir, I feel like, but then just tight ends.
Yeah, but with Shakir, they just keep doing that stupid bubble screen, and then it works every once in a while. They're like, oh, let's keep doing it, and then it doesn't work.
It's funny you say that, because during the game, I was like, where the fuck is Gabe Davis? I thought we picked him up this year.
Yeah, I know.
And then they end up talking about it on the air after I just read that he's still on the injured squad.
That. Yeah, and I don't think you really want to do that. We a lot of going back to the well just ain't working lately. I don't know, man. Trade deadline's coming up. I feel like they got to pick somebody up, but in the end, it was a good get-right game. Get your shit together, because guess what? You're playing the Chiefs next week, so.
Grandma told him he needed to smile more, and he did.
There are 3 things that are sacred in this life. One of them being a man's French fries.
What the fuck are you talking about? What? Did I miss something?
Yeah, apparently you didn't watch the movie.
Oh, that is... God damn it. I thought you meant like something that Josh Allen said. I was like, no, he was talking about his grandma told him he needs to smile more. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm back. Men at work. Okay, cool. We're going to talk about that later. Let's go to the wars.
Monday Night Wars!
He lost his temper. He's an excitable boy.
Booker T, when I look at you, I see a man who obviously has no pride, no dignity. When I look at you, I see a beaten man that has no shame, still carrying around that world title, because I proved to you and the whole world, because I not only beat you up, I punked your ass out.
Amen.
So Booker T, you always said don't hate the player, but at Halloween Havoc, I proved that I got way too much hate in this body for you to control and for you to handle. Because once again, I put you in a Steiner recliner and you scream like a bitch.
Hold on 1 second, Mitchell Cole. This is not an interesting situation. This is Raw is Jericho. And what that means is...
Finally, The Rock has come back to Boston. You know, The Rock says that tonight's the night.
Uh-oh.
I don't give a Brahma Bull's ass what The Rock has to say. You with your unibrow and your just bring it. Bring what? A vomit bag? A Fig Newton? Or how about a Y2J telling you to shut the hell up?
Wait a minute, JR.
Because all that matters is tonight, Y2J will become the #1 contender for the WWE.
So let The Rock understand this. Y2J, tonight, you actually think that you're going to become the #1 contender for the WWE title?
No, not just think.
It doesn't matter what you think!
It's my aeroplane bottle.
Fuck off, dude.
That should be
It's
our
Halloween Havoc 2000. It was October 29th, 2000. And to be honest with you, swear to God, if we're being like right up, this has got to be the worst pay-per-view we have seen from WCW
That's
in all of watching Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, that's saying a lot.
I am not excited to relive talking about it again. I think watching it was enough. I'd like to just tell people to go ahead and watch it if they want to, but I guess you should recap it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to read it. Don't go watch this. It's October 29th, year 2000 in Las Vegas. Open up with Boogie Nights versus Jindrak and O'Hare versus Kidman and Ray for the tag titles. Thrillers retain. They beat the shit out of everybody. And yeah, and then AWOL comes out to make the save, and he stays in the ring because he's got a match next. So it's AWOL versus Reno for the hardcore title. Reno retains. Thrillers come to the ring for a beatdown. MIA make the save. Chronic go to the athletic commissioner doctor and say, hey, Goldberg has a neck injury. He really shouldn't be able to compete. Pay attention to that. It's unfortunately important. Next,
It bothers me, though, because it made Chronic look like a bunch of pussies.
What a big fucking surprise. What did you expect was going to happen? Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, like, they're really killing what Chronic was at this point.
Yeah. Palumbo, Stasiak versus Cajun and Loco. That just got added to the card. Lucky us. Palumbo misses a super kick, hits Stasiak, and MIA get the win. Then you get Douglas and Tori versus Tigress and Conan. Tori is dressed as Wonder Woman. Yes, please. Tigress comes to the ring and says, Conan can't fight, but she'll take him on. Conan comes out after like a minute or two. Tigress goes to hit face full of stuff to Tori. Tori pulls Charles Robinson in front of her, so he eats the face full of stuff. Lucky. And Conan gets the pin. Next, you get Gene with David, and he has two doctors behind him. And he's facing Buff in the DNA match. Fuck my life. That's next. In case you're curious, go ahead.
I know. Last week when I was saying about AEW's pay-per-view, I'm like, they had to go the WCW style. It's a grudge match of this match. And I'm like, this one, a
$400,000
DNA match. I was like, we are just really stretching what the fuck we can use. Oh, a DNA match.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't have like that long cotton swab that, well, anyway. Basically,
Next week is the colon cancer testing match.
Sweet, just shit in a box. First one is shit in a box and send it out.
I could shit in a box and mark it guaranteed. I got time.
But for your daughter's sake. So a DNA match, all it means is it's a first blood match. And so apparently David is planning on harvesting Buff's blood for the blood test. And then randomly, on commentary, this might be the best thing of this fucking pay-per-view. Stevie Ray's like, hey, Tony, you know where I'm from? No, where are you from? I'm from Houston, Texas. You didn't know that, Shivani, did you?
Sadly, I caught that.
Oh, my God, it's so great. He just broke kayfabe. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, I'm not from fucking Harlem. I'm from Houston.
But you didn't know that, huh? I got cowboy boots and everything, huh? Y'all.
Oh, God, it was hilarious. Buff says tonight we find out if Buff Daddy is the real daddy. David comes to the ring with a DNA kit. Just leaves it at commentary. Buff wins. Luger randomly comes to the ring post-match, hugs Buff, and then hits him with a lariat. Throws him outside of the ring, beats the shit out of him a little bit. And Shivani goes, how many times is Luger going to turn on people in WCW?
That's the commentators just giving up.
Giving up.
Fuck it.
Someone should tell Liz. And after Buff got beat down, he bloodied his lip a little bit, and David got a sample. And he scurries backstage to give it to the doctors. Mike Sanders with Palumbo and Stasiak versus the Cat with Miss Jones in a kickboxing match. Winner is going to be the commissioner. We get 3 2-minute rounds. At the beginning of the third round, Shane Douglas comes out. He's in Sanders' corner. Douglas interferes while the rest distracted. Knocks Cat out with the chain. The Cat gets up at 9 as the round ends, but the match is going to continue anyway. The Cat takes Sanders out and goes after Douglas on the floor and gets counted out. Sure. We see the doctor with Goldberg. Goldberg says, you're not keeping me from doing my job tonight. Mike Awesome versus Vampiro. Awesome has a title shot on Nitro. They bring that up. Vampiro cuts a promo on Awesome pre-match. Put your title shot on the line. And he does. And Awesome wins. Gene is with General Erection and MIA. Erection's going for the U.S. title tonight. And he says, I'm back. I'm back for MIA. I'm back for Hugh Morris. I'm back for Bill DeMott. They really are leaning into General Erection. And you think if you were going to do that, maybe could go back to Hugh Morris or even Bill DeMott, not General Erection.
Yeah, no, that name is pretty humorous. I got to be honest with you.
So it's not only a U.S./Canadian title match, it's a 2-on-1 title match. It's Lance Storm and Jim Duggan versus General Erection. Ref bump, Major Guns stops Storm from using the 2x4, and Erection wins the U.S. title, and Major Guns and MIA come to the ring to celebrate. You would have thought fucking Luger didn't win the title from Yokozuna. The Broads with Jeff Jarrett. And Jarrett calls her blonde slap nuts, and then says, you been handing out any cookies to Okerlund lately? Never mind, don't tell me, I don't want to puke. I bet she was. Cuts a promo on Sting. We get that match next. It's Sting versus Jeff Jarrett. And while I wrote a note here, as soon as the match started, I wrote, while I like both of these guys, I just can't with these fucking WCW pay-per-views anymore. I don't care. And to fucking prove that, Sting comes up through the ring and pulls Sting down underneath. Then Sting comes back up, and Stang is all bloodied and gets tossed to the floor. Sting goes for a death drop on Jeff Jarrett. The lights go out, and Stang number 2 repels from the rafters. Sting death drops him through the announce table. I want to say it was Barry Darso, just the hair. He was bald. It looked like it. And then Jarrett just uses the guitar to win anyway.
Good show so far.
Yeah. Well, we're almost done.
Depressed again just listening to it.
Yeah, exactly. Scott Steiner versus Booker T for the world title. And
now, wait.
I'm Okay.
The world title, right? So
This-
that should be the main event, right?
This is for the world title. No. Booker, had a promo before the match basically saying, I want Goldberg to make sure he has time to face Chronic. So I'm going to go on now to give Goldberg more time.
Fucking, I swear to God. Worst pay-per-view I've ever watched from WCW.
Steiner takes out multiple refs and gets DQ'd. Booker retains. And with 8 minutes left before entrances, we get Chronic versus Goldberg in a handicap match. And then Chronic cuts a promo before Goldberg gets there saying, well, Goldberg isn't cleared yet, so we win. And then we cut to the back, and then Doc goes over to J.J. Dillon's like, yeah, he can wrestle. Goldberg gets to the ring with 4 minutes left. Goldberg wins twice. He pins one guy, then he goes after the other guy, pins him, the ref counts it, the bell rings. And he went from 12-0 from fucking last Nitro to 14-0. They actually called it out.
Even though it was a 2-on-1 match. It was not an elimination match. It was a 2-on-1 match.
Good night from Las Vegas.
The most WCW thing that WCW could have done at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, this match lasted less than 2 minutes, maybe at best.
There were 4 minutes left in the show, and then there was like the second pin, which I'm not counting. So, yeah, the match was like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Dear God. I'm at a loss of words, but I'm also really, really fucking thankful. I think we only have like 5 months left of WCW that we have to watch, so the wars will soon be over, at least this portion.
Yeah.
After these messages,
we'll be right back.
Hey, dude, can you pass me a speck of spaz? Sorry, brah, all out. You want a cube of fruche? No, I'm not into fruche. I got a tear of laser dragon. Can I handle it? I don't know. Can you?
Gum! What the hell is going on?
Hashtag not a sponsor.
And Nitro is... And
I was just going to say, please tell me Nitro is better than that shit.
Come on, you know better than that. It's basically the same fucking thing if you think about it.
They did end the pay-per-view like it was a Nitro.
Yeah.
A 3-minute fucking squash. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's...
Like,
dear
what is
God.
wrong with you?
You
Nitro-
really have to ask that.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things.
Bro.
Bro.
Just wait. 25 years from now, I'm going to own ICP Wrestling, bro.
Good for you. Like I said, God bless them. Nitro's in Irvine, California. That's October 30th, 2000. Limo arrives. Nobody gets out, but they were told that it's the new CEO of Nitro. We get Jindrak and O'Hare versus the Filthy Animals, again, for the tag titles. Conan on commentary as usual. Boogie Nights interfere. Thrillers retain. Steiner goozles Mike Sanders backstage, says he wants the title match tonight against Booker. He grants it. Quee Weaver's Reno hardcore title match. Thrillers interfere. Reno wins. Gene introduces General Erection to the ring. He calls MIA out. He peels the Canadian flag off the sticker. The entire roster, even the backstage personality, all fucking come out to the top of the ramp to celebrate him. Goldberg puts him over. Then Storm comes on the Tron. He says, I want a one-on-one rematch for the title. Rection says, I already booked it. We'll see you at Mayhem. So, hooray.
That's humorous, too.
Yeah. Well, I thought it's humorous he gets to hold on to the title for a month at least.
I think it's humorous that they even gave him a title, I'll be honest with you. Until I saw it happen, I go, no shit. Never knew he won a title in WCW.
Yeah, right? Exactly. They put it over, too, man. Until the whole roster, like, I don't care if you like him or not, get your ass out there.
This is like the Brooklyn Brawler winning, guys. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you're not fucking wrong. David Flair comes to the ring. He has the results of the DNA test, and there is a 99.9 chance that Buff is not the father. Then Smooth, who, if you remember, is the limo driver that sold David the tape that showed Buff kicking it, comes out and says he wants to wrestle David, and they have a match, and Smooth wins, and we still don't know who the daddy is.
Smooth.
It probably is. At this point, it might as well be. Boogie Nights come to the ring. Then Goldberg comes in, tosses them, and cuts a promo. Hooray. Sanders comes to the ring. He adds Steiner to the Booker Awesome match tonight for the title. Rumors on the new CEO, and then Ric Flair's music hits. Ric Flair comes to the ring, says he's retired, but now he's CEO, and tells Sanders, commissioner or not, I'll be telling you what to do from now on. And the Thrillers are going to start wrestling by the rules or not at all, and tells Sanders he's going to face Cat tonight again. Flair says he's going to work on the problems in WCW, and that Luger came to see Flair, and Flair asked Luger to take care of David. That's why he showed up at the match last night. And then Jarrett comes out and says, "Don't you ever go away?" And the promo kind of just fizzles out from there. Luger comes to the ring. Made a deal with Flair that Luger is fully reinstated. No hard feelings, Buff. This was a business transaction. And tells Goldberg he is next. But then Buff comes out and says, well, no, you can't look past Goldberg to... No, you can't look past me to Goldberg.
I mean, it's got to be your bull.
I have half the brains that you have. Goldberg!
God. Every time I think about the half a brain thing, I'll never forget Scott Hall just looking over at Nash and going, "Did you hear what that motherfucker just said?"
Oh, so we get Buff versus Luger, and they're in street clothes, and we get a ref bump because wrestling, and Luger wins. Broad is with Nash, Palumbo, and Stasiak. Nash says they spent the weekend together as a team, and Stasiak's back on the team. So we get Chronic versus the Perfect Event. Stasiak just walks off, and Chronic wins. Nash and the Thrillers are looking for Stasiak in the back. He's bounced. The Broad's with Booker T. He's not happy that Steiner bullied his way into the title match. We get Sanders versus Cat again. Cat comes in and just decides he wants to make fun of Mark Madden's fat ass. So that was enjoyable. Cat wins. Cat wins. Somebody call my mama. Then Shane Douglas comes out, or calls out the Cat, and he's kidnapped Miss Jones. She slaps him. He hits her with like a backbreaker, and Cat scrambles backstage. So your main event, it is Scott Steiner versus Mike Awesome versus Booker T, a triple threat for the world title. Steiner cuts a promo pre-match. Awesome doesn't show up until about 2 to 3 minutes into the match. Booker retains with a pin on Awesome. Cuts a promo post-match, tells Steiner we could take it to the streets. Come back out here and let's finish it. And as soon as Scott Steiner walks through the curtain to come back out, the show goes off the air.
Taking it to the streets. Oh, God. I was kind of hoping for a title change, not going to lie. I haven't seen one in a couple minutes.
I know, right?
It's funny how often this title has actually been... That's something that should be looked at. How many times was the title defended in WCW that year? Because
they just put it on TV almost every week.
Okay, so 52 weeks a year,
52.
Sometimes twice a week.
Oh, yeah, there's that too, yeah.
147 times this thing was defended in 2000.
After these messages...
We'll be right back.
These aren't right. For years, my bowel movements were boring brown, solid lumps. 3 times a day, right on schedule. And I never got to miss a single meeting at work.
Douchebag.
Then I discovered Easy Cream. Easy Cream is an all-natural diarrhea inducer in an easy-to-use gel form. Just rub the gel on your hands and face, and if you wish, your feet. The fast-acting mint-flavored cream works quick and releases stimulants and patented liquidizers, which takes your normal, healthy stool and creates a foamy brown mess inside your body. You'll have wet, painful diarrhea in seconds.
Come on, Paul, you'll be late for the meeting.
I can't. Diarrhea.
It's the most valuable days of your life.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Well, after 5 hours of WCW bullshit, let's see what WWF produced.
Taking it to the streets. Raw's in Boston. The Austin-Rikishi feud has been furthered on SmackDown. There's going to be a steel cage match tonight. Chyna comes to the ring, wants to show the fans something. King gets excited the way she said it. She's like, I want to show you guys something. I'm like, show it to him. She says, roll the footage. It's footage from Heat. Eddie brought out the Cat dressed as Chyna. She tells Eddie, you're confused. I'm over you. and tells Eddie to come out and put the IC title on the line. So Eddie comes out with Kat again dressed as China, and they have a match. Steven Richards interferes, Eddie retains, and then Mr. S comes in to make the save. Did he cut his hair? It looked like he cut his hair.
Eddie?
Yeah, no, Mr. Ass.
Oh, yes. Definitely trimmed it up.
All right. Limo arrives. It's Angle and Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian have the night off, and it's Edge's birthday. And Angle says he doesn't have to defend the title, and they thank Steph, who gets out of the limo. And she's sick, doing the very fake coughing and sick face.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Al Snow brings a tray of candy to commentary for Lawler because he wants Lawler to be Snow's partner against Raven and Taz. And then Right to Censor come out to the ring. They cut a promo on Hardys and Lita. So we get Hardys and Lita versus Right to Censor and Ivory. And yeah, Richards, who's not even in the match, super kicks Jeff and rolls Ivory on top of Jeff to get the pin. Stephanie, Angle, and Edge and Christian are in the locker room. Edge is opening gifts. Steph is coughing up a lung. Triple H comes in and says, "What in the holy hell is this?" Tells Steph she's in no condition to be there, and Steph runs to the bathroom because she's going to shit herself or puke or both. I don't know. They didn't clarify that. Regal comes to the ring, brings up the Boston Tea Party, and he has a list of 127 ways Bostonians can improve their lives. And then Taker comes out and hits him with a last ride. Next segment. Rikishi goes to see Rock. Rock says, "Stay out of my life." Rikishi wants to know if Rock has his back in the cage match tonight. Rock is like, "Yeah, I got your back. Yeah, I got your back." And he leaves.
Don't forget, man, I ran over that guy for you.
Yeah,
right, we're good.
Don't
We're
forget.
Cool.
Hint, hint. We see footage from earlier in the day in the TNAPA office. Yeah, do you get it? You get it? Trish has taken over and has decorated it. Very girly, and Crash comes in and he's freaking out because the APA is going to be coming back. And it pisses off Test, so it's Test versus Crash in a hardcore match. Blackman's watching from the back. Test wins. Edge receives a framed signed photo from Kurt Angle, and Edge is like, "This is really nice, but where's the real gift?" Angle tells Stephanie to go home. Triple H kicks Edge and Christian out. Cole's with Austin. They recap Austin getting jumped by an unknown assailant on SmackDown and invites that coward to come to the ring tonight. So, at the top of the hour, we get Rikishi versus Austin in a steel cage match. They both walk out of the cage, and there's no bell. So, apparently, this is only pinfall or submission, even though it's a steel cage, and the whole idea is to stay in the fucking cage.
I swear to God, as soon as he walked out, I go, "Well, they're going to call it, right?" I mean, he won.
Rikishi gets busted open again. Austin wins. Triple H is with Steph, sends her to the hotel. Angle's there and says, "I'll handle the number one contenders match." And as soon as the limo leaves, Angle says, "Triple H, I'm glad we could bury the hatchet." And Triple H says, "I hope you brought your gear because you're in for a long night." Snow comes back to commentary. This time he's got a thing of lemonade and a stack of Playboy magazines for Lawler. Granted, they're all the same episode. The one with
They're really young, just like you like them.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Right to Censor come back to the ring, cut a promo on Billy Gunn, so we get Billy Gunn versus Stevie Richards. And if Gunn wins, Richards has to kiss his ass. But if Gunn loses, he can't be called Mr. Ass anymore. And Eddie interferes, and Steven Richards wins.
Yep, I remember where this leads to. The one Billy Gunn.
Oh, boy. Foley's with Jericho. The office is in a wood shop today. Jericho leaves. Triple H comes in. They give each other a side eye. Says, "You know what? Angle may not have to defend his title tonight, but who didn't say he had to wrestle? How about you book him in a non-title match against me?" And Foley books it. And the what the fuck moment of the night, Foley comes to the ring and says, "This commish job is getting too big for me." And then he clarifies, "Oh, no, I'm not quitting. I just need help. I've assigned a lieutenant commissioner, and it's a former WWF champion. Yeah. It's Deborah, who awesomely comes out to Jeff Jarrett's old music."
Oh, that's a great slap in the face. That's actually pretty fucking funny.
I like that music. Oh my God, it's so fucking hilarious. They made sure that music is synonymous with Deborah now.
Could you maybe do the walk for us? Thanks.
Yeah.
The strut.
The strut.
DEBRA. Never mind.
Double D, double E. Angle's with Edge and Christian. They're not happy about Angle getting his match, so we get that. Angle comes out, and he's got his warm-ups on, but the best part is he gets scared by his own pyro. He fucking jumps. Triple H hits a pedigree through the announce desk. He Googles and then Beals Tim White. Triple H gets DQ'd. He says, I'll give you a damn DQ. Gets a chair. Tim White goes to take it from him, so Triple H hits a pedigree to Tim White. Then a heat shot to Angle. Edge and Christian in. They both eat chair shots. Christian eats a pedigree. Cole with Jericho and The Rock. They're the main event coming up next for a title shot on SmackDown. Jericho calls him Mitchell Cole.
Oh, fuck. I think we're going to have to start calling him that.
So fantastic. And this is a great segment because they're just interrupting each other's promos and stealing each other's promos in the process. Yep. Really good back and forth.
They had a great back and forth rivalry that goes for the next 2 years, basically. Yeah. And I dug it.
I think it's just their attitudes and their personas and the way they cut promos. It was perfect. It was meant for each other. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So we get that match. Rikishi's watching from the back. We get a ref bump because wrestling. Then a second ref comes in. Then Rikishi comes into the ring, takes out the second ref. Rock wins without assistance. And then Rikishi's in post-match and attacks the Rock. Hits the Banzai. And gets on the mic. And then Rikishi says he has a confession. I lied to Austin and to the people. Rock knew all along what I did. Peace.
Is he lying? Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe.
Whatever. Right?
Maybe. Whatever.
It's one of those things. Like we're a podcast. If I say something like that, you don't just stare at me and look like.
Yeah, well, sometimes you draw a blank, and honestly, I know I don't remember because in my head I had it backwards, but maybe it is the other way around. I don't know, or maybe it's the Mandela effect, and it just never happened, and I just do too many drugs.
I think all of it is wrong except for that very last statement. All right, hey, let's go to the last thing. It's the movie of the week. So the movie, we talked about it earlier. We got Men at Work. It is Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez. And that is from 1990. Now, look do you want to give the plot? I'm pretty sure we're not spoiling anything 35 years later, but you want to kind of run through the plot for us.
Yeah, so pretty much you got these two main characters. You got Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. And they're buddies, and they're working for a garbage company. You find out during the movie they've been there for 2 years. But they have a dream of opening up...
and James.
There you go. They have a dream of opening up a surf shop on the beach. That's what they want to do. They have a workplace rivalry with a couple guys. And you already said the character's name. One of them, Charlie Sheen, is at his apartment, and he looks across the way, and he's basically a creep. He's got binoculars, and he's checking out all the hot chicks that live in the place across the way.
So basically, every character Charlie Sheen has played in his life, like 2.5 Men and everything like that.
The funny thing, though, is that in the characters, Emilio Estevez is the player. He's the one that is with a different woman every night. Charlie Sheen's the relationship guy in this movie.
Yep.
So that is the one unique thing. But, Estevez comes over, and they're playing Trivial Pursuit. And they actually are showing that these guys are actually halfway smart. They may act like jackasses, but they're fairly smart, unless they just fucking memorize the cards. I don't know. But across the way, this one new hot chick that he's seen has a guy come in, and he's freaking out. And it's because there was a tape swap that has to do with corruption. And he wants the real tape. They see it. They think it's a domestic dispute. So Charlie Sheen grabs his BB gun, pops him in the ass. Pellet gun, pops him in the ass, and they hunker down behind the windowsill so you can't see him. And they crack a beer and they're drinking. While that's happening, after they've slunk down, the guy gets killed by a couple hitmen. So
someone chokes him out from behind.
Yeah,
with
a garrote. A garrote. Yeah, that's what they use. Yeah. So that's basically it, and it basically turns into a caper from there for the hunt of the tape swap, because there was the tape that had the corruption, and then there was one that was just like a dance mix, and they got swapped. So it's the hunt for the tape.
And one of the biggest things is that as they are garbage men, they got themselves into some trouble So they had to have a ride along with them who was going to monitor them for the whole day, maybe longer. And that's Lewis, who, if I'm not mistaken, he was on Night Court. I'm pretty sure he was on Night Court at the time. But he, as they're going through the garbage, they find said guy that he shot in the ass with the pellet gun and is killed. They find him in a barrel. And my favorite fucking line is Lewis goes, "Oh, would you look at that? Somebody threw away a perfectly good white boy."
And oddly enough, right next to that, where that barrel is a light post with that guy's picture on it because he's running for public office. It's literally right. It looks a lot like that guy.
And it's funny when he's like, James shot him. What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, it was a pellet gun. I didn't shoot him. I didn't kill him. I shot him. It's fucking hysterical. Like just the premise of it to me, I think is really funny. And then while they're at their apartment, James and Carl's apartment, they're ordering pizza, and the pizza guy, the delivery guy, happens to see them rolling the body by. And so they have to end up taking the pizza guy hostage, who is the guy that is in Summer School. He's Chainsaw. We've talked about him before. He was also in It's Always Sunny at one point, too. But
he was also, because he was in the one ski movie.
The ski school. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's just great. They take him hostage throughout the whole thing. One of my favorite parts of the movie is when James, which is Emilio Estevez, calls 911. And I'm going to read this. I had to look it up just to make sure I got the wording correct on this. "I want to report a murder and a kidnapping. Did you take the body?" No. I have the body. "Did you kill the victim?" No, I didn't kill him. "Have you been kidnapped?" "I'm not the one who's been kidnapped. I know this sounds really strange. Sir, I don't think we can help you." Well, fuck me. Isn't that what the police are supposed to do? Help people? I laugh at that every fucking time. "Sir, I don't think we can help you." Like, they just gave up on the call. He said he had a kidnapping and a murder, and they're like, "Sir, we can't help you."
Keith David, who played Lewis, was not from Night Court.
He wasn't in Night Court. Oh, man, for some reason I thought he was. All right. Wow, that's me. I will say, facially profiling. That's what it is.
At least he wasn't a midget.
Come on, man. You can't. You got to admit. Never mind. We're not going to.
We're not going to go there.
Break that down.
So, last week we were talking about this. We were teasing this. I talked about one of Wheezy's and I's favorite line, and I bricked it on 2 points because it's not our favorite line from the movie. I'll get to that in a second. The other one I was saying, the two goons were in the car. One's Italian and one's not. And I said, "Oh, who likes this kind of music? Your mother." That's not the line. That's not the line. There's a scene where he's listening to opera. The driver, the guy with the ponytail, changes it, and they go back and forth. The Italian guy goes, "If you touch that one more time, I swear to God, I'll kill you."
And he's like, "What? What?" I love that one.
Yeah. But the other line is there's like the three-way chase. Like everybody's chasing like the one car, right? Yep. There's 3 different cars chasing them
towards the end,
and the goons are like. And then a cop starts to pull one of them over, and one of the goons, the Italian guy, he's like, this just complicates things. I really don't like killing cops. And he goes, and this other guy goes, "You know what? No, it doesn't matter. They're gonna pull him over. We're gonna follow the chick, right? We're gonna follow her. She's probably got the tape." And he goes, "Do me a favor. Tell me, who died and made you king?" And he goes, "Your mother. That's who, your mother." And he goes, "Don't you ever, your mother.
The goons are fucking great in that movie.
They're so great,
just as well as everybody else who's in the movie. The goons are fucking fantastic.
And then our favorite line is they're camping outside the apartments, right? And they see him carrying out the dead guy, and they're like, "What the hell is going on?" And then the chick and Charlie Sheen walk out, and he goes, "The broad. There goes the broad."
So I see where you get it when you're talking about it on Nitro. So the broad.
Exactly.
It's a funny movie, and it's funny because then, like you said, James, which is Charlie Sheen, he's a lover guy, so he's trying to like hang with this chick and be with her. He's on the beach, fucking bodies right there at the shore. It was like a part Weekend at Bernie's kind of setup,
a little bit, yeah.
You know,
because they're carrying the body the whole time. The best part is he was been creeping on her, and he goes over to talk to her, and she opens the door just as he's creeping up, startles him. He falls, says he hurt his ankle, so she lets him in, and she's like, "Oh, you want some champagne?" She's like, "Yeah, if the dom's chilled." She's like, "How do you know I had dom?" And he's like,
yep.
How did I know you had dom? Doesn't everybody? No, not everybody has Dom Perignon in their fucking fridge, even in LA.
No, I think it's great, and it's funny because back then, I don't think you did, but did you know they were brothers back at that point when we were younger watching that movie?
I actually think I did.
Oh, okay. See, watching them in Young Guns and that, I didn't realize that they were brothers when I was younger. I grew up and realized, I was like, oh, Sheen are actually Estevez's, and Emilio's the only one that really carried on the family name.
Right.
Charlie Sheen took on the actor family name. But
Correcto.
Which, by the way, I know I brought this up, man, but that documentary for Charlie, very, very good. Just 2 episodes, both about an hour and a half apiece.
I'll check it out.
They did show that one. One of my favorite things is, remember back in the day when you'd watch HBO and they would give you like a 15-second trailer of a bunch of different movies that are coming up this week, then get on to the next movie, right?
A little bit, yeah.
I loved when they would show something from Men at Work, and it was always the part where Charlie Sheen puts his hand on Emilio's face when they're fighting.
Oh,
he pushes him over
to the side. Yeah,
it's hysterical. Like it's like I'm like, that doesn't really push anybody over in a fight, but it looks like it does in their scene.
It worked for the scene. How about when they're in the apartment and they've kidnapped the pizza guy, and they show Emilio's eating pizza and he offers some of it to the pizza guy. But then Lewis kind of blinks and he looks back and it looks like the delivery guy's a Viet Cong. And it's rice instead of pizza.
Which is funny. I didn't notice that the first time I watched it. I didn't catch the racism that fucking hard when I watched it, like with the rice versus the pizza. Not racism, at least, but whatever. But I will say, last week I said it, and I said it to you off air this week, but I love it. The Rent-A-Cops. I hate Rent-A-Cops too, because he just hates cops. He hates everybody like that. But then, as you said off air, breaking the fourth wall in a movie, looking right at the camera, being like, I hate Rent-A-Cops too. But the way they tie him up to that merry-go-round type thing, or that spinning shit or whatever.
Oh my God. But he does it. But he does it to the other ones too. He does it to the Rent-A-Cops too. That's apparently his thing. He ties them up like they're in doggy style. And at the end, the bike cops are still there. The dog comes over to them, and they're like trying to like reason with the dog. Like, listen, we're just law by we're regular peace officers. They're like trying to have a conversation. Then the dog just pisses on them.
Funny because the way I remembered it when he did piss on him, I'm like, does he go lick their ass? Like, while the one guy's on the back end, I'm like, I felt like that's what was going to happen. I'm like, oh, okay, he pissed on him. Okay.
The best Lewis line though was when the bike cops they're now in a squad car and they pull him over and they've got the dead body and the kidnapped pizza guy, and so Lewis has the pellet rifle, but they don't know that that's what it is. And the fucking line, yeah, cop, I know you, man. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking we got us another crazy N-word here.
With a gun.
With a gun. Let me tell you something. Human life means very little to me at this point. You see, I thrive on misery. In the jungle, misery is all you got. But things are different back here in the world, so they seem just as fucking great. And then Emilio Estevez uses it later.
He does with... And he goes, you see,
Charlie Sheen just
white
looking
boy
at him
with
like,
a gun.
what the
He does
fuck
the
is
same
wrong
thing, except
with you?
it's white boy with a gun, and then does the rest of it.
It's fucking great.
I want to try that. If I ever get in a fight with someone, like, you just think you got another white boy here.
Yeah, as long as in the middle of it, you don't stop and go line.
Hang on, stop. I got to look at IMDb. Give me a second here.
Pretty much.
I think it's a great movie. It's pretty funny. Like you said, in 1990, it has the 80s vibe to it. That's why it just slips in at 1990 for me. But for me, this was peak 80s type comedies that I liked back then, man. Just stupid shit. I love this movie.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of ushered in the 90s where the humor was a little more, the humor I think was no, I think it was just coming through a little bit more. It wasn't so much, like, oh, potty mouth. It's starting to become a little more. I mean, think about the fact that that in the speech he actually uses the N-word and,
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? In a comical context, not in a serious, thing.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think
it's so funny. You're right about Emilio's. You got a crazy white boy with a gun. It's just like he fucking did that line for. You're right. That was a good fucking scene. Actually, I forgot about that. Yeah, no, I'm all for it. I think it was a good movie. It's funny because when I hear Men at Work, there's also the band Men at Work.
Safety Dance.
And what's funny to me is I know you're gonna fucking shit on this right now. Here we go.
Probably.
Footloose. Where did you stand on the movie, Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, I'll be quite honest with you, brother. Unless with the exception of like being a kid and seeing it when it first came out, like on cable, I don't think I've ever seen the movie front to back.
Okay. There's a part where Kevin Bacon and Christopher Penn are driving in his car, and Christopher Penn's like this country folk type kid or whatever, like just never really got to dance, listen to music. And Kevin Bacon's like, "Do you ever listen to Men at Work?" He goes, "Where do they work?" And he goes, "No, man, it's a band." And he goes, "You ever listen to the Police?" He goes, "No, but I've seen them." And he goes, "Where? In concert?" And he goes, "No, right behind you." And then the cop pulls him over. It's a great play on fucking bands, but I always love that, though. When he's like, "You see Men at Work?" He goes, "Where do they work?"
Ba-dam-bam.
Dad jokes. All right, next week, we got something very special in store for you that I'm not even going to tell you what it is because I don't know what it is yet. Next week, we're running back. We got a top topic. We got news. We're going to have the Monday Night Wars. We're also going to be talking about the fallout from Saturday night's main event. Was it Punk? Was it Uso? Was it Cody? Was it McIntyre? We're going to find out all that and more. I am the Professor. I bid you a farewell. He is ODM. His final thoughts are something that should ring true to you guys for the rest of the week.
Thanks, Professor. I said something as we were closing out there. We were talking about the band Men at Work as opposed to the movie, and I mentioned Safety Dance. I got that wrong. Safety Dance is Men Without Hats. Men at Work is Who Can It Be Now? So
Who can it be now?
I just wanted to make that correction. Still waiting for Buster to correct me. I took your job from you. They took their jobs. But the one thing that I was noticing during the Halloween Havoc pay-per-view, because I wasn't really paying attention to any of the content because it was so fucking terrible, was I keep saying there's just only a few things about WCW in 2000 that are good. Scott Steiner's one of them. Nash just giving up is great. Even Shivani giving up is somewhat, enjoyable in some way. But the cat, Ernest Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And just before we started, for some fucking reason, the Cat's terrible James Brown wannabe parody. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, ba-dum. I think I'm going to make that my ringtone.
Gotta help myself. Ow.
Somebody call my mama.
The Top of Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by The Top of Wrestling Podcast. Your hosts are the Professor Mark Fantasia and ODM The Doc Joe Rizzo. Feel free to reach out to the show by email at thetopofwrestling@gmail.com, on their Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. You can listen to the show on most popular platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, Pandora, and YouTube. Without your continued support, it would be just some guys talking wrestling, which is pretty much what it is anyway. Good night, folks.
How does he reference it in Parenthood, Reeves? What does he say? Like beating the salami.
Beating the salami, yeah, that's definitely it. Yeah.
Do you know what that is? And she's like, if memory serves. It's one messed up little dude. He thought that he wasn't normal, but that's what little dudes
do. That was a candle. It was really big. It sure was.
No, it was an
Flashlight?
electric ear cleaner.
Yeah. It's really big.
It's kind of big. It sure
was.
Yo, every time I watch that movie, and I didn't watch it not too long ago.
It's a tearjerker, man. You know,
you want to punch Dom DeLuise in the face.
Who?
Dom DeLuise, is that his name, or what? Why?
Dom DeLuise.
No, not Dom. What's his fucking? Hang on. Parenthood. He was also in
Tom Hulse.
What's that? Who?
Tom Hulse. He was also in Animal House.
And Of Mice and Men. Okay, same guy.
And Amadeus. He played Mozart in Amadeus.
Okay.
Tom Hulse.
Okay, Tom Hulse. That's what it was. That's the name.
Dom DeLuise, Tom Hulse. Close enough.
Sure. He makes me want to punch him in the face so fucking
He's an
bad
asshole, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like screwing over the father and leaving cool. Did he say cool? Cool. Actually, I can't not hear the Carpenters without thinking of that the scene inside of the school. That is why all the boys and all the girls in town follow you. Could you imagine being in the middle of fucking like chemistry or whatever the fuck she was teaching, being like, yo, craziest thing, her husband, who she's divorcing, came in and just started singing to her. He had to be drunk.
Probably on meth.
We did that movie, right? Or do we only do quotes?
Difficult to say. I'd have to go back and look at the notes.
Because I'm pretty sure one of our intros had, it sure was.
It's the best line.
Watching Steve Martin find it, he goes,
starts laughing. Would have been funny if it was black.
Oh my god! But honestly, though, pretty big cast of people, whether big or small. Mm-hmm. The Rick Moranis and the wife are the same ones that are together in what do you call it? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that.
I think
I don't think it is actually. I don't think it is.
No, I'm sure I'm right.
Yeah, well, that's pretty typical.
All right, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids cast. Hang on, this will be pretty quick. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. The daughter in the first one.
Wasn't she kind of a twat?
Weird boy. Yeah, she's kind of a twat, but yeah, I like twats. The worse they treat me, the better. Let's see. Aha! She indeed was not the one that was in Parenthood.
I mean,
guess what's not a hidden track? All right.
Bullshit. You better put it in there anyway, bitch.